Hey guys, this is Stephanie Farron, the Tech Facilitator at Butler High School, and this quick video tutorial is about how to find and import outcomes into your Canvas course. So we've already been introduced to the subject of outcomes, and now I'm going to show you how to find outcomes and then apply them to your course. The first thing you're wanting to do is to go into your sandbox or into the course that you are going to apply your outcomes to. Click on Outcomes on the left-hand menu, and then once you're there, you have a couple of options. You can simply add an outcome by clicking the first box. You can add a group, which will create a folder of outcomes. So for example, if you teach multiple standards or multiple parts of a standard, you can make a folder for them. And that would be group. However, you also can find standards. So these are standards that CMS and North Carolina have already put into outcomes. So you'd simply start clicking across. There's some for Butler, there's some for East Learning Community. Charlotte and Mecklenburg is where I found the most. And then North Carolina. And then you can look at Common Core or standards when you find the one you want. So for example, in English Language Arts, if I know I want all of grade 1, if I click grade 1, instead of opening it further, I can click grade 1 and import all of them at one time. I don't have to click on language and go any further. Once you've imported or created your Canvas outcomes, then we're going to need to align the assignments with them. The way you'll know they're aligned is when you click on any outcome and you click on the title of the outcome, it will tell you what standards and what items are aligned to it. You can also see what your students have mastered from that outcome based on what they've already done. So in this case, Courtney has already taken one of my quizzes and she mastered the outcome. She got 4.5 out of 5 of that outcome. So we're going to need then, once we put our outcomes in, we're going to need to move over to our quizzes and then start aligning our banks to our outcomes to make them work, or our assignments and aligning them to the outcomes. So that's how you find or create outcomes. Real quickly, let me also show you the different types of outcomes that you can create. So in outcomes, the two that I've used the most when you create an outcome, you're going to want to title it. And 1.2 means nothing to the students, so you want to give them some type of information. The friendly name is the name they'll also see as well. That's optional. The description of what they need to do for your grade level. But once you come down the page, you will find the calculation method. You can adjust the ratings. The default one is decaying average. You want to use decaying average with quizzes because obviously if there are 5 questions on the quiz, mastery is at 3. You can click any of the pencils and adjust those, the title and what it is. You'll want to use the most recent or the highest score if you're going to use this as a rubric. And then it'll be very important to click the pencil and adjust this and explain what it is you're looking for. You can add more or delete. You'll want to use number of times if you know that the test bank or the assignment has a set finite number of assignments, and therefore mastery is when you hit that certain number. So more than likely most of you are going to leave it as decaying, and that's normally what I do. If you goof and you don't like an outcome, you can always delete them. However, you can never delete an outcome once the outcome has been applied to or assigned to a question or an assignment. It will always sit there. It will be annoying to you as a teacher, but the students never will see that outcome necessarily if you goof. So be very careful with that.